What's up, Leo? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot here to look at your week ahead starting April 28th, 2025. Leo, I hope all is well. Welcome any new subscribers to the channel. Appreciate you. The deck that I am using will be listed in the description box as always. Not reading any reversals. Just going to cleanse the energies from drawing Cancer's messages from the week, and we're going to begin your message. All right, so Leo, what's going on? What's happening? What's the potential energy for Leo? Okay. What is going on for Leo this week? Get in there. All right, energies for my line. All right, let's do a cut here, Leo, and let's begin your messages. First card up is the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is always read by me as a projection of energy that could be going on for you. And it's usually in the form of petty fights and arguments involving other people, right? Being drawn towards you. So don't fall for it, Leo. Don't add fuel to the fire. Whatever is going on with them, they're just trying to draw you in. It got nothing to do with you. If it is not that energy here, getting yourself engaged or involved in petty fights and arguments, and those petty fights and arguments could be, with family members, co-workers, friends, romantic partners, you just don't want to entertain that. It's just not worth it. As quickly as that energy may approach you, Leo, it will go away just as quickly if you just totally ignore it. All right. If it is not that energy that you are experiencing this week, then it could be that there is a moment of energy of restlessness that you experience, and that too shall pass. Up next is the Knight of Cups, Son of Cups. All right. So the Knight of Cups here is all about those Leos who are in romantic partnerships. You're getting out of that relationship and that what you are putting in. For other Leos, it could be that there's a job offer, and also too, it could be a contract offer, business. The Son of Cups here, however, has the ability to formulate and bring together specifically new romantic partnerships. Following the Son of Cups, now we have the Goddess of Cups. Oh my gosh. So the Queen of Cups is here. This is the mother of all love, of course. She's nurturing, caring, supportive. You could be the Leo that I'm reading for that works in some sort of supportive role in terms of your work and helping others. Definitely pay attention to your intuition this week. She's here to help guide you to always make sure that you are choosing what is going to be best for you moving forward. All right. This is female energy. So it could be the female Leo that looks at the video. It could be your sister, your mother, your grandmother. It could be your girlfriend. Um, if it's the male Leos, it could be your wife and so on. Sister, aunt. Okay. And to receive this card in your spread, Leo, because it's in a group of cards, the Nine of Cups stands by itself, but this is, we have the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups. It would be the Nine of Cups, 10 of Cups. Our regard is having to already be benefiting, getting some sort of emotional happiness, commitment, satisfaction from those, and fulfillment from those, relationships that you are connected to. That could be just, not only romantic partnerships, that could be family, that could be friends, it could be co-workers. All right. Goddess of Cups. After that, now we have the Star card. So the Star card, Major Arcana, hopes, wishes, and dreams becoming fulfilled and manifested. Feeling starry-eyed this week, stargazing, possibly dream journaling. Um, Anything related to any psychic abilities, enhancements, or developments that comes out of the Star card. You could meet somebody famous. Having to focus on one or two things this week, because I always say the stars that are scattered in the heavens is energy. So you don't want to feel like you're all over the place this week, Leo. Okay. Make sure you're not. Anyway, this is social media, social networking. So it could be a greater engagement or, engagement in general, whatever the social energies that you get yourself involved with. All right. So that is the Star card. Up next now we have the Knight of Wands, Son of Wands. This is the knight in shining armor. Now, it mirrors over here to the Five of Wands. First and foremost, like I said, if the projection of energy comes onto you in terms of petty fights and arguments from others, that might be what I'm seeing here. But the Knight of Wands otherwise comes in very, very quickly. This could be a family member, friend, romantic partner, usually coming in to assist you, to help you with something. Once the help is done, they usually exit. Outside of itself, it's still a card of attracting, intermediate attraction. You're drawing energy towards you, building up some sort of passion and intensity. Of course, it's a court card, so this is your energy. You could be expressing yourself in a sexual manner, which is, usually positive. Coming after that star card, when it comes to social media, you could be engaged in online dating, all right, finding new love. The presence of the Knight of Wands in your spread also could indicate of how fast a new partnership could take shape and form. That could be platonic, romantic, as well as business. Following the Knight of Wands, now we have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords here is a completion of some sort of energy around you this week, Leo, whatever that energy may be for you. New energy is about to replace that. For other lines that I'm reading for, if it's not you, maybe somebody else that you know is planning some sort of future inpatient or outpatient surgical procedure. It's going to be painful, but the Ten of Swords is always the card that represents the energy of recovery. Up next, now we have now we got the Nine of Swords. Okay, so the Nine of Swords is overthinking too much. Underneath that Knight of Cups could be relationship issues for some Leo that I'm reading for, having to deal with some sort of physical abuse, emotional abuse, mental abuse. This pain and suffering from the Nine of Swords is usually done in silence. And if it's done in silence, that means that no one else knows that you're suffering because you've kept it all in, or you're keeping it all in. This is usually seeking some sort of relief to help you to, relieve whatever it is that the Nine of Swords energies is presenting to you. It could be, again, unresolved conflict from your recent or distant past, whether it's, involving others, or if it's just something that you've done along the way that you need to um, have resolved. This is feeling like you're being pulled and having to make several decisions. Do I do this? Do I do that? I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. So that's the type of energy that I'm seeing here. So, but also too, if it is not the energy that expresses itself towards you this week, Leo, then again, um, it may be somebody that you know. Again, it's underneath the court card here. Somebody who's incarcerated, someone who's locked behind bars, or feel like they're in prison or something like that. Then it becomes their Nine of Swords energies. So instead of reshuffling the deck, I'm just going to draw the next card up here and clarify that Nine of Swords and ask, why did the Nine of Swords show up in your spread? Why is the Nine of Swords here? And it's the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody, okay, well, when I clarify these cards here, just because I say it doesn't mean that it's true. You have to take it with a grain of salt. Somebody's just ran out of luck, okay, or feel unlucky, because you have to read the card itself. And, the Wheel of Fortune, major arcana, always talks about fortunes, right? Talks about luck, talks about fate and destiny. Someone could be suffering because of a missed opportunity or something like that. And they haven't gotten over it. They're still reeling from maybe a very, very powerful opportunity. Now, that opportunity could have been work, could have been business, it could have been a romantic partnership. But now you don't feel so lucky. You feel betrayed, because the Nine of Swords talks about betrayal. I'm sorry, betrayals. It could have been some sort of deception, Leo. So unlucky in love, unlucky in business, unlucky in, you just fill in the blanks. Okay? Your luck has ran out. I do believe it's, involving an opportunity of some sort, and you're reeling from it. All right, so the next card up here for you, Leo, is the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is more positive here. It's either you're moving towards something positive or something positive is moving towards you. I also associate and assign the Three of Wands with anything that, when it comes to movement, that was slow moving or stagnant for you, now gets a pickup, picks up speed. Also, too, long distance love affairs and romance with the Three of Wands, and also to some Leos could be traveling. And if you are traveling this week, you're going to be safe to and from. So underneath the Queen of Cups, that could be significance when it comes to long distance romance. Following the Three of Wands, now we have the Queen of Wands. So your own energy again shows up here. So you're focused on something or someone, Leo. You're going after it. Very intense, very passionate. She's a court card again. She can be like that Knight of Wands and express herself in a sexual manner. Okay. She can send in a burst of energy to any Leo who is artistic or creative. Fiery, passionate energy. That would be you. Underneath the star card again, it could be somebody who links with social media for online dating. Now you have the Three of Swords. Cancer drew the Three of Swords. Now you have the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords typically just means separation, grief, heartache, divorces, pending divorces, following the Queen of Wands. That could be you and someone having to deal with a third party in play when it comes to romance. Underneath the Knight of Wands, that could be significant again because we are doing Leo's reading. This is your energy. Wands are your energies. So it could be that someone's going through a divorce, pending divorce, separation, still could be a breakup, pet loss, pet gets away, pet is left grieving. I'm sorry. Forgive me for saying that. Because you guys don't know what I had to deal with this morning. Honestly, I wasn't even going to say nothing. Uh, just getting up, doing my little morning routine and whatnot and just happened to look out and there right in front of my garage there is a black cat that is dead, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So anyway, that's another story. I don't even want to get involved with that. I took care of it. I didn't give it a proper burial, but I did um, offer my condolences and sorry for whatever happened to him. I don't know. Didn't look like he was hit by a car or anything like that. It just looked like and he was heavy as hell too. A black cat. It kind of scared me there for a minute. But anyway, pet gets away. Family's left grieving. Three painful choices or decisions. Conflicting energies with family members, friends, romantic partners, couples that are together. Leo. Um, doesn't indicate a separation, but there could be some sort of distance that separates you. That also could be bringing on the Three of Swords energy. And just because the Three of Swords is here for you doesn't necessarily mean that every Leo that I'm reading for is going to be felt or impacted by the Three of Swords. But anyway, let's throw a card here and see why the Three of Swords may have shown itself. And Judgment. Okay, so someone is having difficulty here, Major Arcana, with okay, so the Judgment card here represents things that were hidden come to the light. So maybe the Three of Swords is shedding light, or the Judgment is shedding light on someone who may have discovered about infidelity. Maybe their partner was cheating on them. Okay. Some things that you discover about others that you didn't know before. And I always say could be positive or negative. Some things that you discover about yourself could be positive or negative. But I'm clarifying this here, and I think that something could come about here regarding relationships that Leo comes to knowledge about. All right, so that's just what I'm saying, or we'll move on from that. Additional messages here for you, Leo. Now we have the World card. So again, like the energies of the Ten of Swords, it's a stronger emphasis, though, that there is a chapter of energy that is ending for you, Leo, this week, and then a new chapter is about to begin. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean it will occur this week because this is all potential energy. It could, the chapter that's closing or ending for you could, definitely carry into next week. Anyway, this is a card that always reminds you guys to pay attention to anything opportunistic, because this is a card of opportunities of all kinds, of anything that could, surface for you. This also too represents relationships. Following the world card here for you, Leo. Now we have what do we have here? The cards are sticking. Now we have the Daughter of Swords. Okay, Daughter of Swords is new conversations, of course, with new people. Could be new conversations with existing people, information, news coming to you, or however you access your news. Just information. This could be someone who is newly taken up some sort of interest in you, Leo. Now they may be checking you out through social media. We have the Star card here, but because we don't have the Moon or the Seven of Cups, they are just checking you out behind the scenes. So this could be a person that you work with, could be a friend, could be a neighbor. All right. Our last card here for you, Leo, is the High Priestess. High Priestess is paying attention to your intuition, definitely stronger than the energies of the Queen of Cups, because she helps you with your intuition, but this is a stronger energy here. So definitely throughout the week, whatever it is that you may be going through, you have to trust your gut instincts. Always tell you guys the first thing that you get in terms of impressions is the correct answer. Um, Someone's shielding secrets from you, or you're shielding secrets from them. This high priestess also comes through to advise you to be patient, Leo, involving anything that you may be going through this week. So it may be associated with this, Three of Swords, Nine of Swords, anything, really. Just be patient. But the most important thing to get out of this is to trust your intuition. All right, so this is what I have for you this week, Leo. Just remember, it's me interpreting these messages here. Always take what's going to work for you, leave the rest alone. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Trying to get to 500 plus subscribers so that YouTube could allow me to offer more to you. All right, you guys have a safe, great week ahead. Always come back to get more of these messages from me, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.